Folks, Aaron Dorr here, policy advisor with Wyoming Gun Owners. Guys, we have some breaking bad news to give to you guys. Some breaking news. Before I do that, as always, we're going to start a watch party, help this video be seen by more people. As you guys come on in, let me know where you're watching from. As always, you know the drill, helps the video be seen by more people. So please come on in. Come on in, tell us where you're watching from. I'm going to post a bunch of links and information you guys need to see right now in the comments section. And once we have that done, we will begin this video. It's not going to make you guys happy. You're going to be pissed off. You're going to be angry. And you know what? You should. You should be. So I am just about ready to push the go button on the watch party, guys. And then we're going to kick off this broadcast. I know it's kind of unusual time, midday for us, but, you know, things are happening fast. Session begins in just a couple of days, and things are moving quick, so we have to move quick as well. So get signed in, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. I've pinned the comments to the top of the comments section. I see a bunch of folks getting signed on right now. Let's see here. Pin that comment. There we go. I see Tom. I see Lori. I see Gary. I see Jay. I see Chris. A lot of folks getting in here right now. I'm going to wait, guys, for about one more minute as the watch party begins to actually connect. I see it happening right now. A lot of new names getting on. Senator Tom James is in the house. He's watching right now. Good to have you, Senator. Know where you stand on this bill. But guys, if you're just getting aware of this bill, just last night, if it wasn't enough, the Republicans, like Democrat turned Republican Senator Von Flatteren, is trying to pass Fix Nix gun control as a favor to a washed-up lobbyist of former Governor Matt Mead's administration. If it wasn't enough to have Republicans trying to pass mental health gun control, now we have an out-and-out attempt to pass straight-up, in-your-face, cram it down your throat gun control. Guys, we're talking about Senate File 80. Senate File 80. Maybe you have seen this. Maybe you've seen this. We put a link on our Facebook page about an hour ago with our online advocacy program against this bill. But if you haven't seen it, guys, this bill from Senator Rothfuss, Democrat Senator, Representative Conley, Democrat Senator, Representative, and Republican State Rep Dan Furphy. This bill requires a 3-day waiting period before you can buy a handgun in Wyoming. A 3-day waiting period before you can buy a handgun in Wyoming. Now, people always say this to us. People always say this, not you guys. The members of Wyoming Gun Owners are the original ass kickers in this state when it comes to state politics. We are the best. You guys are a exclusive group of folks who don't care what other people think, especially smug lawmakers in Cheyenne. But people are always asking me, they say, Aaron, how come WIGO has to be so aggressive? How come WIGO has to be so mean? How come you can't get along? How come you can't be nice? How come you guys can't be more respectful? Because of this. It's because of this. Because the minute we lift our foot off the necks of these people, they turn around to bite us. And that is exactly what is happening right now with Democrat and Republican lawmakers introducing Senate File 80, a bill to force you to wait 3 days before you can buy a handgun. I don't know about you, but it just makes my blood boil. Who do these people, especially the Republicans, who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? Folks, we are at a tipping point here. We are at a tipping point. If we don't push our foot on their necks, these people are going to be emboldened. They're going to do this again. They're going to get more supporters. They're going to get more people on this bill. And these kind of guys are not playing games. They want to pass this bill through. Senate File 80, it says, no firearms dealer shall deliver a handgun to a person who has purchased a handgun until 3 business days have elapsed from the date of the purchase to the date of the delivery. Oh, and by the way, if you are a gun shop owner, if you're a gun dealer, it says any firearms dealer who violates this section is guilty of a misdemeanor and can be imprisoned for 6 months. For 6 months. And the second time, oh yeah, it says here a second or subsequent violation. Yeah, it's a felony. It's a felony. These people hate you, and they hate everybody who opposes their agenda. And they're trying to make this happen. Nate says it's so embarrassing that all three are from Albany County. No kidding. Kathy says, fight fire with fire. Fight back exactly how they treat gun owners. And guys, that is the message that we have as we are now only a couple days away from the kickoff of the 2020 session. Guys, remember, it's a budget session. It's going to last for 20 days. 20 days. And these people are hoping to use this short time span to hammer this bill through before we have a chance to fight back. That's why it was filed yesterday, which is like 2 or 3 days before session begins. They're hoping to sneak it in. And you know what? The honest to God truth is that they might have. They might have. We got so much stuff going on right now, guys, with WIGO, that it was a WIGO member who first saw this, and I'm ashamed to say I don't recall his name right now. It may have been Bob. I'm not sure. It was a WIGO member who first alerted us to this morning, early. So I can't thank you guys enough for being involved in this fight. So they almost got this snuck in. Now, we would have seen it eventually, but now having time now to work on this, we have a chance to mobilize the phenomenal ass kickers of Wyoming gun owners into opposing this bill. And guys, you got to do it right now. There's a link above this video. There's a link in the comments section, and it's your pre-written email to your lawmakers. I'm going to tell you right now, these are not very friendly emails. These are rather curt, some might say, in Cheyenne. They want us to beg and kiss their butt and get down on our knees and plead, and that's not how these emails are written. Now, if you want to change yours, you can modify it. That's fine. But we're not playing games. We're done with this crap. We already have former Republican moderate loser, Governor Matt Mead, who vetoed our bill 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, to repeal gun-free zones. We have a former governor, moderate Governor Matt Mead, who refused to sign stand your ground law into law. We have Republican lawmakers last year who killed gun-free zone repeal legislation in both chambers. And by the way, we have that vote count to give you guys again today as a refresher before session begins on Monday. We have Republicans who are pushing fix NICS, mental health gun control. And now we have Republicans who are pushing for a 3-day waiting period. So anybody who tells you that we have to be nice, anybody who tells you that we have to be friendly, can shut up and get in line, because that is not what Wyoming gun owners is all about. We are not here to play games. Gary says we don't kiss rings, we kick teeth. You're dang right. Gary nailed it. Now, when I first heard about this bill, which was this morning early, and I saw the name Furphy, I was laughing about this. And I was talking to my wife, and I got a call from one of you WIGO supporters, and I bounced back to her call later on. And she said, what was all that? And I said, well, there's a lawmaker named Furphy, Republican, backstabber, loser, Furphy, who's trying to pass this gun control bill in the phenomenal state of Wyoming. And she's like, oh, what a cute name. So, a lot of you might think that Representative Furphy, that name might remind you of some cute little puppy, right? This is we all think of some loser little puppy named Furphy. That's not what we're talking about. This is Representative Furphy. Representative Furphy from Albany County, the 14th district. Representative Furphy is the Republican backstabber traitor who was pushing this bill in the Capitol. Doesn't he remind you of somebody? Does he remind you of Billy Crystal on The Princess Bride? Because I think the resemblance is uncanny. If you guys agree, give me a big thumbs up. This is what he looks like to me. An odious little man who was doing all he can, in this case, to come after your gun rights. You like that? Because I liked it. It took me about 3 seconds to think of who is the perfect person that little furphy reminds me of. And boy, I mean, boom, it was just like that. Let me kill this call here a minute, guys. It was just like that this guy comes to mind. But, you know, if you've ever seen The Princess Bride, you remember that line right here when Billy Crystal, that's this guy, not this guy, when he says, aha, but dead is only partly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all the way dead. And that's exactly how we have to treat this bill. A lot of people will say, well, that bill's not going to move. I don't know who to trust anymore. And if anybody can sit there and tell me, absolutely, with clarity, this bill will not move at all, I'm sorry, but we can't know that anymore. We can't trust these people anymore. Read some of the comments here. Mark says, I don't know whether to hang my head in shame over this bill or what. It appears to be utter incompetence. Oh, absolutely. Benny says, all you bootlickers, get what's coming to you. This is what we're going to get for voting for Trump. Benny, what the hell is wrong with you? What kind of an idiot are you? Whatever. There's just so many idiots. We got to deal with this. Chris Lopez says, when sending off the email to my local reps, it says the email address you have selected as a person is not available. What can we do about that? Chris, man, you have to let me know in the comment section right now who your state rep is. Maybe there's something going on with your individual situation. I hope to heaven that it works for everybody else. So let me know if you have any problems, and let me know as soon as possible so we can make sure we have no issues on our pre-written email campaign. So again, if you're getting tuned in late, Representative Furphy, not to be confused with the magician on The Princess Bride, who's a much better person. Little Dan Furphy, Little Furphy has filed a gun control bill to make it a crime, for you to buy a freaking handgun unless you wait 30 days. These people are so stupid. They're so stupid. Dutch says, I've sent my email. Phone calls are next. Thank you, Dutch. At least we know it's working for some people. You know, guys, don't forget our online program now. It's an automated email. It's an automated tweet. You can automatically call your lawmakers using our program. It's an automated phone system. You can even do a video message on your phone to your guys and gals what to do on this bill in the Capitol. Link seems to be good from what I'm seeing. But, yeah, keep firing off your emails. So, you know, it's also important to remember this is an election year. It's an election year. We got primaries coming up. And so right now, everybody in Cheyenne is 100% pro-gun. Don't you know? Don't you know? Everybody is 100% pro-gun. There's nobody who's bad. There's nobody who's bad on guns. Read some of the comments. Let's not forget what happened last session. I want to remind everybody who has been asking us about what happened last session, which lawmakers opposed us last session. Before we kick off the session, it's important to read out these names one more time. This was Senate File 75 from Bouchard. Everybody knows Bouchard. He is the rock star. He is the guy. He is the guy in the Senate chamber for gun owners, hands down, bar none. Senator Bouchard filed SF 75. It had approximately 30, maybe 36 co-sponsors. It would repeal gun-free zones in the state on government property, which, of course, is taxpayer-funded property, and also would deal with our preemption problems. The bill was voted down. And here are the names of the senators. These are the senators now who voted against your gun rights last session. And this matters because as we approach the upcoming session, which begins on Monday, and you're emailing your lawmakers, you're telling them, don't you dare vote for Fix Nix. Don't you dare vote for a waiting period. They're going to come back at you and say, oh, don't worry about it. I'm so pro-gun, you can't even believe it. Remember these names if they tell you that. The following senators voted against your gun rights by killing SF 75 last session. This was on the floor. I don't have the January 25, 2019. Senator Anderson, Asami Dalton, Bebout, Coe, Driscoll, Ellis, Guru, Hicks, Hutchings, and that is unforgivable. Cost, Landon, Moniz, Nethercott, Pappas, Perkins, Rothfuss, Schuler, Scott, Steinmetz. That's also unforgivable. And Von Flatteren. These are the senators who voted against your gun rights last session. And incidentally, Baldwin and Wasserberger were excused that day. And I know Wasserberger would have been a no vote. No question about it. The yes votes, the guys that had guts, that fought for you, Senator Agar, Beitman, Boner, Bouchard, Case, Dockstetter, James, and Kinski. These guys stood tall. These guys stood tall when you counted on them, and they should be acknowledged for that. But your other senators, they stabbed you right in the gut. Stabbed you right in the gut. Disgusting. Disgusting. Kevin says, what the F? These so-called reps that run for office and they're going to defend gun rights, and they go and do this. Thank you, Weigel, for bringing these plots to light. Remember in November. Remember in August. Remember in August, Kevin. That's the primaries, my man. That's where it hurts. Remember in August. Let's see. Benny, I get your point. Hey, Benny, cut the crap. First of all, it's our platform, not yours. Don't put 400 comments on our thread. We've made it very clear when President Trump was wrong on red flags, we sounded the alarm. WIGO members sent in emails to the White House, to Barrasso, to Enzi to oppose that. We've been very clear about that. We don't lick boots for anybody. We don't lick boots for anybody. We called him out on that, and we called him out on the bump stocks. This ain't that. So get off your high horse and stop lecturing us because you're wrong, and we're sick and tired of your crap. So if you can't keep your comments civil, man, I'm just going to bounce you off the page. I don't need you on this page, and frankly, neither does anybody else. All right, getting back to our topic here. So on the House side, I forgot the House. The House screwed you also. The House screwed you also. The companion bill to SF 71 was HB 183 with Salazar. Everybody knows in the House, Tim Salazar is the man who gets it done. He was the guy who sponsored Stand Your Ground law, got it signed. Actually, no, I forgot. Again, our chump former governor wouldn't even sign it, but it became law in its absence. So Salazar files the bill, all right, and it gets voted down. January 31st, 2019 at 2:22 p.m., in case you're curious when exactly this happened, this was voted down. The following lawmakers voted against your gun rights last session. And again, this matters in the context of what's going to happen on Monday, because now we have a 3-day waiting period gun control bill being pushed by Republicans. On Monday, we're going to have a anti-gun, fix NICS, mental health gun control being pushed by Republicans. And so when you talk to your lawmakers using our online kick-ass advocacy program, and they write you back and say, oh, it's all good, man, I'm pro-gun, I want you to know who screwed you. I want you to know who stabbed you in the back last session before we kick off this upcoming session. So again, we've already covered the names in the Senate chamber. In the House, the following lawmakers voted against your gun rights, voting against HB 183, January 31, 2019 at 2:22 p.m. It is Representatives Blake, Brown, Burlingame, Clifford, Connolly, Crank, Dayton, Duncan, Flitner, Freeman, Furphy, Greer, Haley, Henderson, Hunt, Kinner, Harshman, that's the Speaker of the House, the biggest moderate chump in the entire chamber, Larson Lloyd, McGuire, Newsom, Nicholas, a big loser. Obermueller, Paxton, Pownell, he's the sponsor of Fix NICS this year, don't forget. Roscoe, Schwartz, Summers, Sweeney, the The worst Republican in the entire chamber by voting record. Walters, Winter, Yin, and Zwanitzer. These are the people who screwed you last session. Many of them, most of them, are Republicans. Almost all those names are Republicans. Almost. There's probably about 8 or 9 there who are Democrats. There was 4 members excused that day. Kirkbride, he sucks bad. He'd have been a bad vote. Pelkey, he's a Democrat who's very much anti-gun. Northup and Simpson were also absent that day. So these are the people who screwed you last session. And so as you approach the upcoming session, we have got to remember who these people are. I see my good friend Michelle getting on here. Michelle and others who got signed on late. We're talking about Representative Furphy, the Republican backstabbing bastard who is sponsoring gun control. Don't you like that? I mean, I put time into that. It actually took me about 3 seconds. I knew exactly who he reminded me of. But this is what we're talking about. Not the guy from Princess Bride, but Representative Furphy. He is the Republican chump who is supporting gun control, who is sponsoring gun control. Jody says, Zwanitzer is my rep. I'm so sorry to hear that, Jody. That sucks. Michelle says, Sweeney needs to go. Come on, HD 58. Someone's got to primary him. Do they ever? Senator James, watching right now. Senator James says, I'll have spreadsheets with everyone's record by the time the elections come around. And we do too, guys. You will always know from WIGO who is attacking you. Kenny says, you said Brown. Which Brown? Kenny, I'm sorry. I just saw your comment. Now I'm trying to figure out if you meant the House side or Senate side. Give me just a moment here to review the sheet. Yeah, it just says State Rep Brown was a no vote on the bill in the House side on last session, January 31st, 2019. So that's the guy we're talking about. All right. CJ says, I thought Wyoming had laws protecting us from all this anti-gun BS, that they couldn't touch us in Wyoming. CJ, you're talking about the preemption stuff, and that deals with federal gun control. You know what, man? This is homegrown gun control. These fools are our fools. These are our state reps. These are our people. This is not coming from D.C. This is not coming from Nancy Pelosi. This is coming from local lawmakers, and there is no protection against that. That is incorrect. We've got to fight. And that's why your pre-written email is so freaking important, guys. It's pre-written. All you got to do is punch in your name and hit go, and it takes seconds. So fire off your emails. Fire off your emails. Let's see. Logan says, nevertheless, I don't care about about these Republicans. I am prepared to combat gun takers. Okay, yeah, Logan, in the meantime, dude, fire off your email. Let's keep it from getting that far. Fire off your email. Now is the time to make your voice heard. Your email takes seconds. And guys, fire off your emails. That's essential. That's essential. Michelle says that was Landon Brown, I believe. Landon Brown, he says, was the one who was the anti-gunner on that bill. So that's a bad thing. So again, you know, I hate to be proven right. That's never fun when it comes to a gun control bill. But for every time someone told you that, oh, this is Wyoming, it's not going to happen here, you got to fight back. For every time some idiot Republican lawmaker scoffed at you and said, oh, gun control is not going to ever move here, you got to fight back, guys, right now. For all these times you've heard how it's never going to happen here. This is the same crap they said in Colorado 15 years ago. It's the same crap they said in Oregon until about 5 years ago. It's the same crap they say all over the place. It's never going to happen here. And then it happens here. This is our time. This is our chance to get away from this. This is our chance to fight back. It's our chance to make our voice heard and pile on the pressure. Pile on the pressure. Don't be nice. Don't be overly respectful. The emails can be fired off just as they are. And we're done being nice and friendly. These people have actively opposed our gun rights for the last 2 years in a row now. And guys, if we don't push back right now, If we don't make them pay a price right now, if they don't feel the pain from your emails right now, these fools will be emboldened. And these attacks are going to come again and again and again and again. And we've got to push back right now. Right now. Again, the campaign is all done. It's beautiful. It's ready to go. It's emails. It's tweets. It's phone call scripts. It's the option to do a video message on your smartphone. It's all set up. It's all automated. It's all online. It takes seconds. Fire off your email and make your voice heard. We need to stand up loudly. Let's not forget what's going on here. Let's not forget. The backdrop of all of this is that we're trying to actually pass a pro-gun bill this session. We're trying to make these guys vote to remove gun-free zones across the state. And we're spending so much time right now and a ton of money. Just a random sidebar. For all you WIGO donors and members, I can't thank you enough. The money we have spent in the last week, the last 10 days on digital ads, targeted social media is astounding. But the results are astounding. The number of emails, over 4,000 emails, over 4,000 emails have slammed into Cheyenne in the last 8 days opposing fixed NICS. That's all because of you guys. That's all because of you. If you're a WIGO donor, I can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. The program we have right now that is pummeling lawmakers demanding passage of gun-free zone repeal law, the Bouchard-Salazar gun bill. As far as I know, in the last 3 days, over 1,500 emails have slammed into the Capitol. Guys, just in the last couple of days, in our actual advertised programs to actually budget these programs just got approved in the last couple of hours. This is all being funded by you guys. So for all the WIGO donors who are watching right now, all of our members, I cannot thank you enough. What you have done is incredible. What you're allowing us to do for you is incredible. And I can't thank you. And if you're not a WIGO member, guys, for God's sakes, get involved right now. A link above this video. It's in the comment section. Wherever you're watching this, above and below, there's an option right there to get involved. If you are a WIGO member, you want to donate today to help us fund these programs more, there's a link right there for you as well. Get involved in this fight. But again, the goal here this session is to pass this pro-gun bill to repeal deadly gun-free zones. And my concern is that we're spending so much of our focus, which we have to oppose the crap that we're being confronted with by Republicans, that we're not going to have enough time and energy and resources to advance the pro-gun bill. And deep down, that's probably their agenda. That's probably their agenda. I don't know. All I know is that we have a limited amount of time to oppose fixed NICS. And now the 3-day waiting period that Representative Furphy is supporting. This is Representative Furphy on top, as opposed to Billy Crystal, guys, from Princess Bride at the bottom. But like Billy Crystal said, mostly dead is not all the way dead. And I don't like gun control bills. I don't like backing off of them until they are all the way dead. And session's going to be 20 days, 20 legislative days. And we have got to keep our heat on them the entire time. Don't forget, the opening week of session, they have to refer these bills to a committee by a 2/3 vote. That means we need what? We need 21 senators to oppose the 3-day waiting period bill. Is that right? 21. We need 21, and we need to have a bunch more in the House, guys, who will oppose the bill as well. We got to stand up right now, and your emails will help us do that. But even if we do it there, you can always refile this crap as an amendment. And that's what I'm saying. Mostly dead is not all the way dead. Truth be told, stand your ground law in 2018, when we fought like dogs to pass that successfully, I might add, stand your ground law was mostly dead 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times. It was mostly dead. And you guys fought like dogs. We fought like dogs. And we got that bill up off its deathbed, and we got that bill passed into law in this state, using a lot of tricks, a lot of hard work, and some phenomenal leadership from Senator Bouchard and Tim Salazar in the House. And so there's no time for us to sit back and quit until they adjourn for the year, sine die, 20 legislative days approximately after they gavel in on Monday. It's going to be somewhere around the first week of March, I would imagine. They're going to gavel out, but we can't stop in the meantime. Patrick says, I'm new here, and today I will become a member. Thank you, Patrick. That means a lot to us. Appreciate that very much. Jim says, tell them to pound sand. Tell them to pound sand. John is referring to how many outsiders are influencing Wyoming politics. I mean, that's the deal. Everybody knows what's going on. There's folks from California flooding into our state to take over our state, and they're going to shut it down. Shut it down. Michelle says 40 is the 2/3 in the House. Right, so we need 21 members of the House to oppose this bill to make this happen. Mark says, how do we use your automated emails? Mark, the link is above the video. Hit that link right there. It pulls up our pre-written email program. Dump in your information just the first time. Otherwise, it's all automatic. And your email goes right to your lawmaker in both chambers. You have to know who he is, what her name is, what their email address is. It's all automatic. So just take a moment, punch in your information, and hit send, and it goes right to your state rep and state senator. It's an instantaneous process, and we love it. We love it. And let me tell you who hates it. Moderates in Cheyenne hate it. They are all talking about this. We have senators. Like, what was the name of which one had the most? I think it was Wasserberger, but I'm not sure. We've got senators now who have in excess of 125 emails, all from their district, opposing Fix Nix, guys. That is phenomenal work. That is incredible work on your part. We just can't quit. We just can't quit. We got to keep it up. You know, Tara Nethercott, Senator Nethercott, chairwoman of Judiciary, she especially needs your emails because all the gun bills, gun control bills, pro-gun bills, will presumably continue to go through Tara's chamber, Tara's committee, Judiciary. She needs to hear from you especially. But remind them, if they call you back, email you back, and that kind of crap, guys, and they're showing their backside to you, being an arrogant schmuck to you, just remind them, hey, dude, it's a primary year. So before you run your mouth to me, you better remember who you're talking to, because I am your employer. As a voter, as a gun owner in this state, and a member of WIGO in particular, I am your employer. You better watch your tone when you talk with me. That is the approach you guys need to have with these people. They work for you. This is a junior employee who just got employed by your company. They work for you. They run their mouth, they're fired. That's how it works. That is the approach you have to take. That is how we fight back, guys. Guys, I cannot tell you enough. For God's sakes, fire off your emails. It's automatic. It takes seconds. Fire off your emails. Be watching for our updates. If you have not yet signed up to receive our emails, go to wygoupdates.com today and get signed up. wygoupdates.com. We do videos as often as we can, but when session begins on Monday, there's a lot of email going out with action items and videos for you guys to know what's going on and take action. You have got to be involved in this fight, guys. With that, I'm going to sign off. Share this video, guys. Fire off the emails. Senator James gets the last word. Senator James says, I've already received over 78 emails. Guys, this is from his district. This is from his own district. This is a great, actually, this is fascinating. You guys can now kind of peer behind the curtain, and you can now see with your own two eyes how awesome this program is. Because now we have a state senator right here, Senator Tom James, who is confirming for WIGO members that gun owners in his district have sent in 78 emails. Tom, you can confirm, I presume, in the comment section, these are all from your constituents. If you want to comment to confirm that, that'd be great. Guys, it's an automated program. They're all from his district. And I can tell you that when lawmakers get 5 emails on a topic, they pay attention. It catches their eye. When they get 10 emails, it catches their eye. When they get 50 emails, it knocks them the hell out of their chair. When they get 60, 70, 80, 100 or more emails, it is the hottest thing in town. It is the hottest game in town. And guys, that's why you've got to pour on the pressure. Senator James says that is correct. They're all from my district. Guys, this is how we fight back. This is how we stop gun control in this state. This is how we make this fight successful again. Fire off your emails. Donate. Give us the money we need to fight for you guys. A link is above this video. Get involved in this fight, and we'll be live in the Capitol on Monday with more information. And we'll be live again between now and then. Don't worry. Have a great day, guys. Share our video and be ready to fight.